their final mission. UN weapons inspectors set off to try to prove chemical weapons were used in Syria, a mission governments around the world are watching. But they went today not to the site of the attacks to talk to those who'd been targeted, but to a Syrian army hospital to interview soldiers. Syria's government says the soldiers were victims of poison gases. As ever, the inspectors gave little away.
Why are you here?
Because of our investigation.
They brought in medical equipment to take samples and took statements from at least 5 soldiers. The Syrians refused to allow journalists to talk to the troops. The inspectors will decide if a chemical attack happened here, but not who did it. They've spent 3 days in the homes and streets where hundreds died and thousands were affected by what was clearly an extraordinary artillery barrage last week. The US and many allies are convinced Syria's army was responsible. The government here blames rebels. On the capital's streets today, they are waiting for retaliation from the United States, though many said Britain's decision not to strike Syria is welcome.
For sure, if they are saying they are against this attack to Syria, it's good for us.
Britain's made the right decision, he says, and it'll affect the Americans. Well, the American people, not the government. I'm not sure it'll have any effect on the American decision, he says, but it's good. This man suggests a Syrian delegation should go to London to thank the British Parliament. The UN mission here is now over. The inspectors will have left Syria by the morning, taking their chemical samples for testing in Europe. As soon as they cross the border, though, they will report to the UN Secretary-General. Their initial findings may be clear tomorrow. Today, all day, the smoke and noise of explosions in Damascus. Syria's army shelling suburbs, ready too for retaliation.